know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pacer. They did not want me to go places. Full hill plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet.
We really poppin' this shit for real, nigga. Yeah. No cap, no rap cap. I took the top off, I'm drippin' like hot sauce. I got drinkin' this clean raw. Let me give me that mean mouth. Hit that pussy like golf ball. I can do this without y'all. I don't know if I go locked off. I go back to the trap house. Bring that bitch in the belt down. Cash it in and I cash out. Turn that shit to a stash house. I ain't taking no handouts. When they callin', I'm in route. For them niggas, they been down. Blow it back when I'm in town. They say gonna you the best. I done went and got a check. I'm about to flex. This all of my forget. Rocket diamonds on wet. I got water around my neck. I done start to worry less. When the bottom bitch legs. How to take my friends. Niggas sending me threats. I done bought another bitch. I'm protecting my flesh. Nigga pull my back. Nigga throw my hat. I don't have no wreck. Never get a text. I shit like a team now. I got back on my feet now. I can take out my team down. I'm my whole team now. Niggas hate, I don't see how. Made it out of the dumb south. And I don't even know how. About to put me a Benz out. I took the top off. I'm drippin' like hot sauce. I got drinkin' clean raw. Let me give me that mean mouth. Hit that pussy like golf ball. I can do this without y'all. I don't know if I go locked off. I go back to the trap house. Bring that bitch in the belt down. Cash it in and I cash out. Turn that shit to a stash house. I ain't taking no handouts. When they calling out many rounds, for them niggas they been down. Blow back when I'm in town. Yeah, I do when I'm in town. I just try to stay inbound. And I make up my cash cow. Gonna came with his own sound. We ain't still in this flow now. Blow smoking these so loud. I've been bringing these hoes out. Gonna get in his zone now. You green selling. Yeah, niggas get wrecked. Got me relaxing. Yeah, gold petty. Flying on flex. Yeah, nigga, we heavy. Tell me your profession. We can't make it active. Why I sell legends? I should look like a team now. I got back on my feet now. I can take out my team down. I'm a whole team now. Niggas head I don't see how. Made it out of the dumb side. And I don't even know how. About to put me a Benz out. I took the top off. I'm dripping like hot sauce. I got seconds clean raw. If you give me that mean mouth, get that pussy like golf ball. I can do this without y'all. I don't lost, I got lost out. I go back to the trap house. Bring that bitch in that belt down. Catching it and I cash out. Turn that shit to a stash house. I ain't taking no handout. When they calling on many route. For them niggas they been down. Blow back when I'm in town. I be popping this shit, man, while I'm kicking this shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Dripping for real. You know what I'm saying? It drips a bit. No cap. Yeah. We can beat like King Kong. I got brown and pink toes. They don't wanna leave me alone. Get my t-shirt by B-Long. I'm listening to the G code. I see you through the peephole. Do this shit for my people. Yeah. Shoot a movie on Vivo. I don't eat up the lingo. Yeah, you know how the streets go. Better watch out for Rico. Man, they gotta see me go. My little nigga go loco. He get hot like a heat stroke. Yeah, I know she a freako, but I like when she deep though. I'ma blow it like Z-Pro. Brother, keep it like Nemo. They gon' shoot if I say so. Put your shooters on payroll. Hit a moving in Congo. Yeah, when we stand in the ghetto. But we never don't let go. Just down in the end zone. I still tall on 10 toes. Niggas sweeter than Mentos. We can get in my friend zone. Take them M's and head home. Caramel and red bone. Crippin' bread like Zestone. Yeah. I get beat like King Kong. I got brown and pink toes. They don't wanna leave me alone. Get my t-shirt by B-Long. I'm listening to the G code. I see you through the peephole. Do this shit for my people.
Maybe I be rest. Couple condo and dress. But the pay I'm stressed. Bad bitch on my chest. I open it, got some gifts. I don't know what watch flicks. I couple big body on flicks. But I still remember the days. I got this shit up and I blessed it. Out of my bullet petite. You know, come on, shit. I fuck with you till you speak. Hey, that's on my G like me. Yeah, I feel it low at that peak. I think I play that cubely. I'm just look down, turn to sleep. Yeah, we were eating over. Come on, from Grover. When they talk for a half, boy, come and be back and roll up. We gon' swipe with some bad bitch. We gon' mold. Skeleton AP2, yeah.
I get beat like King Kong. I got brown and pink toes. They don't wanna leave me alone. Get my t-shirt by B-Long. I'm listening to the G code. I see you through the peephole. Do this shit for my people. Slow down. We got landing on the track. Taking my soul. I need slow down. You want some more, nigga? I ain't gonna be the real. red drip. Tap ball, man, drip. Rockstar style, killer. Got chopped like a wild bitch. Bitch, let me big. I left my keys in. I'm trapped to the G. Looking at me, I'm shining like a light. 19 pounds on the right. Some girl in the dark, just like it's dark. That's why you pipe down. I'm trying to sell the red, red, like a head. Can't catch me anywhere. Hard to book a show, I'm on the road. I'm about to roll out. Do you wanna roll? Need to let me know now. I move slow. I need to slow down. Man, got the road. Telling my soul. I can use just six. I'm saying bitch to blank. I'm a boy that got an all flame. All these things all gay. Black down like dog, baby. In the booth still count, baby. Lots of chances on my wrist, take on the wrist. Lots of chopper got around like a hate. Hanging with the slimes, in my time. You stop lying, you a fake. Reading your sign, picking your vibe. Fucking around and meet your mate. Nigga might pop your tape. Stop in the sock, gonna rock your crank. Ain't got nothing to say. Stuffing you out with the leg shit. I'm on the road. I'm about to roll out. Do you wanna roll? Need to let me know now. I move slow. I need to slow down. Ride a couple roads. Telling my soul. Telling my soul. I need to slow down. I need to slow down.
I'm up on me, purpose no lane, don't play no games, ain't no joke, don't do no hate, ain't got no man, they feel the pain, they poke. I'm up on me, ain't no joke, I'm up on me, ain't no joke, I might run race, purpose no lane, with my game, till I'm gone.
Love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
Damn, that shit lag.
Across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now it's Wilson. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh,
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid. Come out of Ohio State, carried the ball every time they even thought.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
This is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. 3rd and 2. Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Steeler offense.
And blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Geis. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
2nd and 6.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Again, the ball.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they use the slot receiver to run deep down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a run with Geis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down and 4, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And the Ravens first down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete. Intended for...
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st down, Ravens.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wilson on the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Give me some. Give me some.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 33 yards. And the interception by the Steeler Dean leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's
caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 65 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They're to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of your tears singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fateful mistake cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know. Chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes to the stage. On my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know